Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia-Herzegovina, hosted the 1984 Winter Olympics and has historically been a multi-faith city. And then, on April 5, 1992, it hosted the beginning of the longest siege in modern warfare history, until February 29, 1996, 3 times longer than the Siege of Stalingrad and a year longer than the Siege of Leningrad. History repeats itself. The first official victims of the war were a young boy and a young girl that were killed on this bridge by a Serb sniper. Ironically, World War I was started when a Serb sniper killed Duke Ferdinand and his wife in Sarajevo in 1914. Reports estimate that the number of people killed or missing in the city to be near 10,000, including over 1,500 children. An additional 56,000 people were wounded, including 15,000 children. UNICEF reported that of the estimated 65 to 80,000 children in the city, at least 40% had been directly shot at by snipers, 51% had seen someone killed, 39% had seen one or more family members killed, 19% had witnessed a massacre, 48% had had their home occupied by someone else, 73% had their home attacked or shelled, and 89% lived in underground shelters. Very gruesome statistics. The city and the country are still dominated by foreign military powers. During the siege, the Olympic grounds and the many parks became graveyards out of necessity. It is estimated that 8 people were killed per day during the siege, and they needed to be buried somewhere.
The park is also filled with old graves.
Sarajevo roses mark the spots where people were killed by mortars.
There's an awful lot of brand spanking new white vehicles in this parking lot belonging to who?
The city and the countryside provided many unknown soldiers. There are still many remains to be identified, and to help, billboards are used. Billboards are also used to warn the next generation of children that the countryside is littered with landmines.
Anyone for a hike? I wonder if it's safe. Let's look around in the bushes.
Enough of this city. I think I'll go to Serbia and see where the trouble originated. The end of the siege of Sarajevo didn't stop the war. It continued on in other places like Kosovo. And in 1999, the US and NATO intervened with long-range cruise missiles that were used on strategic targets inside the city. Not all were successful. In May, the US hit the Chinese embassy in the heart of Belgrade, killing 3 Chinese. They claimed that the target was supposed to be a military warehouse. Collateral damage, I guess.